All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Detroit Lions over here today. We're talking specifically about Jahmyr Gibbs because David Montgomery, as we know, is he's done for the regular season. There's only 2 games left. There is optimism, according to reports, that David Montgomery can come back at some point in the playoffs. But we've been saying this on the channel recently. Like Jahmyr Gibbs is kind of close to stardom. And after that, he'll probably be very close to superstardom. And I've got some fun stats here. We're going to go through 4 different plays. Now, this first one's a 70-yarder a month, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago against the Tennessee Titans at home in a blowout win. And then the next 3 are going to be against the Chicago Bears from last week's game. And the reason is because on the season, Jahmyr Gibbs in 15 games has 209 rushing attempts for over 1,150 yards. He's averaging 5.5 yards per carry. He has 12 rushing touchdowns. And what's crazy is he has 34 rushes over 10 yards. So Jahmyr Gibbs has gained 10 or more yards on 16.3% of his carries, the highest explosive run rate amongst players with at least 100 designed rushing routes or runs this season. Jahmyr Gibbs has been contacted behind the line of scrimmage on just 40% of his carries outside the tackles this season, which is the second lowest amongst running backs, second lowest amongst running backs. Anyways, the point is, we didn't see any crazy gains from Jahmyr Gibbs. His longest was a 12-yarder against the Chicago Bears, but David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs' big-time playability takes this Detroit Lions team truly, hopefully, to the promised land here. I got to take this thing out here. Apologize, but welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry it's been 2 whole minutes. We have yet to show a clip, but welcome back to the channel. Let's talk Lions. We're very close. We're like 30 subs away from 1,000. So hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys haven't already, and let's get into it. So once again, I just wanted to show you 70-yarder. I'll just let it play through here. All right, beautiful, beautiful play. Green 18, red 7. All right, not even close. No one's really close. And once Jahmyr Gibbs gets out into open space, I mean, not a single soul is going to stand any chance. We've got the other angle here, just literally not even close. And I actually have some fun gadgets I can show you guys. Actually, let's just try it right now. We'll try our first fun gadget. This is Jahmyr Gibbs. All right, now keep in mind, we've only done this very limited amount of times, and I'm working out all the kinks, but we're going to figure it out. Jahmyr Gibbs pretty much just does – that was not a great representation, but he pretty much just does that. And once Jahmyr Gibbs is in open air, open space, you're going to have a very difficult time stopping him. So that's it for that clip. We'll go to this next one here. Now, once again, we're just showing rushes over 10 yards or more, which he did 3 times against the Chicago Bears. I think we got a 2-for-1 here. The point is, there's 2 players on this Detroit Lions team this season, Jameson Williams and Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, obviously, both of these 2 players were on this team last season, and statistics won't even reign this true necessarily. Maybe some advanced statistics like the one, 34 rushes over 10 yards, which is just insane, way higher than how many he had last year. But the point just is, these 2 players on the Detroit Lions roster are so unbelievably fast. These guys are so young. Both of these 2 kids are first-round draft picks from Alabama in the last 2 seasons. And even though it's a very similar roster, not necessarily in the sense of Josh Reynolds was kind of wide receiver 2 for Detroit last season, and now it's Jameson Williams, and he's like 110 receiving yards away from 1,000. We just made a film review video for Jameson on this channel a couple of days ago. Check that out if you guys haven't already. But it just, this speed and this big time playability, even though the stats are like a little bit the same of last year in the sense of Detroit's been a top 5 offense for like 3 straight years. When you watch these games, I feel very good. And I felt good about Detroit's offense last season. The concerns were defensively, more so the secondary. Obviously, completely new secondary this year. I know they've got a lot of injuries. So once again, here's a different rush. We'll just let you go through it. Of course, I'm botching these every single time. Here is a circle of Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, this play is insane. This is where Kyler Gordon right here, this guy, of course, it's botched again. Kyler Gordon, cornerback for the Chicago Bears, just gets absolutely crossed here. We'll play it. We'll let it play out here. And I've got a thesis. Jameson, look at that spin move. And I know you guys watched this. If you watched this live, you kind of lost your mind here. I want to see this other angle because it kind of puts things in perspective of David Montgomery on this play specifically, David's a really good running back. And so the big thing for me with like running plays or just plays in general, but specifically running plays are I don't want this negative 2 yard loss. I don't want a negative 1 yard run. I don't want a negative 5 yard run. I don't even really want to run for no gain. David Montgomery, because he has got a completely different skill set for Jahmyr Gibbs, probably is able to muster this to get a yard or two. So here we go. Like this is right here. David Montgomery. Let me see if I can draw here real quick. David Montgomery. What Jahmyr Gibbs is going to do, he's going to juke out Kyler right here, and then he's going to get to the corner, and then St. Brown's one underrated facet of Amon-Ra St. Brown is how good of a blocker he is, which goes a long way. We'll see that in a different clip. David Montgomery probably cuts this back right here and gets like a yard or two, and you wouldn't think too much of this play, but like we just said, David Montgomery, like we're about to see, is about to do something completely different. Uh-oh, I'm having some issues. Get me out of here. Nope. We are going to – I can't even pause this. Fuck. All right, there we go. Never mind. My bad. I was tweaking. So Jahmyr Gibbs is going to throw him on a absolute spin cycle. But like I said, Dave Montgomery's cutting this back right here and getting a yard or two, maybe 3 yards back. But Jahmyr Gibbs is going to spin move him, spin cycle, 50 cents a stir, and just get a first down. Big time playability. Now this next one, you got Jahmyr Gibbs standing like the Boise State guy, absolute beast, so nonchalant. What I like about this play a lot, and we'll just let it go before we digest it, is how he turns this play into almost literally like a literally nothing play into something. I mean, this to me is super impressive. Once again, let's see. We'll go back to the screen brush. This is Jahmyr Gibbs, right? And he's going to get the ball and he's going to move this way. But then there's a Bears defensive player, so he's going to continue to move this way. And then there's another Bears defense player, so he's going to continue to move this way. And then he's able to move this into some way, somehow, a 10-yard play. All right. Did we get it? We didn't get it. All right. So I guess it's obvious what the kink is that needs to be worked out in this next video. But look at this. Just to slow it down. Who is that? Is that Trevon Dexter? I think that's Trevon Dexter, number 98 on the Bears. He's right there. And then he got, what is that, number 1 on the Bears, who literally has hands on him. That tackle is broken. Sam Laporta moves, kind of gets pushed around right there. But at the end of the day, Jahmyr Gibbs still has an 11-yard carry. And this is, maybe it's 10 yards, 10 to 11-yard carry for Jahmyr Gibbs. And this is the other angle here, where it just kind of puts it in perspective. I don't think 98 anymore is Trevon Dexter, so apologies there. But nope. 2-for-1 special, Jahmyr Gibbs, first down. Now this next one here, I just kind of like the effort. I like the energy from this Detroit Lions team. Very unselfish. I'll even pinpoint it for you guys real quick. This is Amon-Ra St. Brown up here. Oops. This is obviously Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr is going to pretty much just go up the gut, not on that exact angle, but he's pretty much going to go up the gut here. Oh, man, we got to figure this out. I don't know if anyone watching this has ever used Screen Brush. You know how when you watch like a film analysis, like it's usually like, I don't know why Kurt Warner just came to my mind. Usually when you're watching a film analysis, it's a former NFL player and they're able to just like, draw all these certain things. I haven't been able to figure that out. I think that Screen Brush is kind of decent. But anyways, let's let this play. Enough rambling. You guys love making fun of me for yapping so much. I guess it makes sense. We have this YouTube channel here. But just a simple up the gut, little bit of a run here. But I want to get to this second angle because, a block and the effort from Amon's not on screen here, but just the block and the effort. I don't know why I like George Pickens a lot, but like I'm just kind of imagining George Pickens, or even like for some reason I'm feeling the Steelers. I'm throwing this in back in. So for some reason, the Steelers last year, especially, George Pickens like hates blocking. The dude never blocks. It always like they just threw an interception against the Chiefs because he pretty much gave up on a play halfway through. But last year, even like Deontay Johnson, not really a capable as a willing blocker. A lot of these guys at the wide receiver position are not willing blockers, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is the complete difference. So once again, he's right over here. You can't see my mouse. I apologize, but I just want to get through this. He's going for 31, Kevin Byard over on the Chicago Bears. And this is just an 11-yard run, 10-yard run or whatever, but just look at the simple effort just by guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League, to do that and go out of his, not out of his way because it's what they're supposed to do, but just you get the point here that I'm trying to illustrate. Folks, that's it for today. We got to go watch the Broncos-Bengals second half. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit that sub button if you did. If you guys want more film breakdowns, let me know specific players. One of you guys gave a really good opinion or idea last week saying you should do this for specific drives and why things worked and why they didn't. I'm really working out the kinks on this, but hopefully they're getting better by each video. I know I love to ramble. I know I love to yap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy your weekend. I'm probably going to post a Will Upton video on the Detroit Lions tomorrow because you guys play Monday night. So see you there. But we're so close to 1,000 subs. So a like on this video will go a very long way. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.